Hello, welcome to my weekly look ahead video. Parliament's back in full swing now. We're going to be debating the Queen's speech, that mega Queen's speech from last week, which had no fewer than 31 pieces of legislation. Some very good stuff in it. I got to speak in the debate on Monday evening. The debate goes on until Wednesday. It's 6 days. And we're going to have a very busy year ahead with a lot of legislation which got delayed from last year because of the pandemic. On the pandemic, I hope people are taking advantage of the lockdown. You don't have to sit outside in the pub garden in the pouring rain now and actually go inside and enjoy a pint locally. We need to do our bit for the local hospitality industry, so I expect to see everybody in the pubs when I'm there at the weekend having a drink, and more than a Scotch egg, as you're able to do now. So I've got a lot of interesting meetings this week. I've just had a meeting with the Reading Agency, which is a charity involved in reading projects for people affected by loneliness, and there's some interesting schemes I'm going to be helping to promote over the summer. We've had the AGM of the Mindfulness Parliamentary Group, which I chair, and some really interesting studies coming in about the application of mindfulness in schools in particular, and how it can help children and young people to regulate their behaviour better and concentrate better and deal with low-lying mental health problems as well. And all the studies show that actually performance of children who undertake mindfulness really improves as well. I've got a meeting with the UNHCR about refugees and changes in the asylum system, which is something I spoke on in the Queen's Speech debate. I've got my obligatory China meeting this week. We've got a webinar about the conundrum that is China. Home Affairs Select Committee is carrying on our study into the police complaints body and all the problems that has. It's going to be quite an interesting review we'll be publishing in the next few months. I've got a meeting with the Universities Minister about the forthcoming free speech bill and all the nonsense about people getting cancelled or no platformed at universities, which is a real impingement on free speech, which we value so much in this country. So it's an important piece of legislation. From the sublime to the ridiculous, we've got a meeting about wedding arrangements, and although the numbers have been freed up for weddings, there's still quite a few restrictions on holding weddings, which I think is too heavy-handed. So I'm joining with a number of other MPs to lobby ministers on that. In the constituency, it's the Worthing and Ada Chamber of Commerce AGM I'm going to try and zoom into. Also, it's the first meeting of the new Lancing Parish Council, with a lot of new councillors there, and they're looking to get off to a raring start. There's lots of things that need to be done in Lancing. I've got a meeting of various Middle East ambassadors, particularly concerning about the situation in Israel and Palestine at the moment. That's come up a lot in Parliament. I've got a meeting with the All-Party Group for Youth Affairs, where I'm Vice Chair, and we're producing a report on youth facilities. And then I'm glad to say at last, on Friday, I'm getting back to face-to-face surgeries for the first time. So if you want to book an appointment, the usual form is to just ring up the office in Shoreham, and they'll be happy to book you an appointment if you need to come and see me. So take advantage of the route out of lockdown, but don't go bonkers, because we're not out of the woods yet. But stay safe.